conferences, frequent reports on student progress, reasonable access to staff, opportunity for parents to volunteer and/or opportunity to do classroom activities. La Mirada Elementary jointly developed the school parent compact through collaboration and feedback at the following activities. So I'm starting with this one at the school site council. I will have my coffee with the principal sometime this month, and my ELAC sometime this month, where I'm going to review this compact. And so that's how we're going to communicate. Is there anything else that you would like to add? Any questions? Because this is a communication between the school.
I got a question. So how do the emergency situation works as far as communication, school or district?
The emergency, I'm going to discuss that in the next one. Emergency plan, yes. So ladies, at the end of the meeting, I'm going to give you, if anybody wants any comments, it'll be 3 minutes. Okay, so that's the way it, actually, let me review how this works. So this meeting is for this team, and you guys are guests.
I know.
So at the end of the meeting, if you have any questions, we're going to give you the floor for 3 minutes.
At the end of the meeting? Okay.
Yes. So write down your questions.
Yes, I will. So if it's a 3-minute comment, and I have questions, can you answer them?
It depends.
Okay.
Do you guys provide a copy to them or to us of the parent?
This, I'm going to send it, but it has to be approved. It's not approved.
Okay.
So is there anything that we think we should add? Any questions on the parent compact? Okay, so if you all agree with this, I would like to approve it. And then I'm going to take it to the other 2 committees to see if they have any other suggestions.
No, y luego los Zoom meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry, we cannot record, we can't do that. Sorry,
This is not a public meeting?
no.
No,
No.
lo que te dije.
Why is that? What's wrong with that? What about the parents? We've been asking for access for Zoom. There's many parents that if it's open and public, what's wrong with recording? I don't see the problem of it. I mean, for the sake of
I
transparency.
don't know, I have to ask about school site council, because that's never, maybe the next one, I have to ask, I don't know what the policies are with recording. If we can just turn it off, and then maybe next meeting,
Okay.
okay?
We did it
Thank you.
which one we did it with? With Ms. Rodriguez, but you were not here. That's where we did it.
I'll find out what the policy is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I have to see if they feel comfortable, because, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Any? Was that the bylaws? No recording of the bylaws? Okay. I'm gonna change you. Okay. Does everybody agree on our parent? Would somebody like to approve it and then get a second?
I'll second.
Okay, so we have to approve it first.
Okay, I'll motion to approve.
Yes, thank you. And then we need a second? Okay. Okay, so like I said, next one it'll be going to the other 2 committees. All right. So
What are the other 2 committees?
the ELAC and the,
Oh.
okay, so this one is a huge one. Guys, I've been working on this plan for months. I'm still not done, but I want to review it with you guys to see if there's any feedback. This is a super rough draft. You're gonna see highlights, you're gonna see notes. In December, I'm hoping to finish it and bring the final one to you all to get your approval. So this school safety plan is a new template that was given to us by the state, okay? And it's 220 pages. Okay, so I'm only gonna get to the pages that I've started, because it's intense. I meet with the principals once a week so we can brainstorm, because this is really, really important information. In other words, if it has to be unique to our school, so it can't be like, all the schools are gonna be the same. It has to be unique to our school, because our school, the makeup, the way our school is different than the others. So if we have an emergency, not everybody's gonna go to the front, not everybody's gonna go to the back. So let me show you so far what I've got. I will be meeting with the union rep to review it, because this is a collaboration. I will be meeting with the teachers as soon as I get a meeting with them, and we're gonna review this. So this is the very first meeting where I present my rough draft. So bear with me on my draft. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. So it starts off with, all the information. Daniela Dandino is my union rep. And then here, I'm gonna put you guys that I reviewed it, not yet until the next meeting. I have to review it with law enforcement, I have to review it with the fire department, I have to review it with all of these, it's super important, I have to review it with all of these important people. Let's see. Okay, so I take data analysis from the past, right, and I review how our school has been standing, and hopefully, improve on it or change things that need to be changed. First thing is data. Last year, we had 0 suspensions, we had 0 expulsions, chronic absences was 20.33. I can tell you that we know who these kids are, why they're absent. We've supported Ms. Garcia as a person that reaches out to them. She calls, she does home visits, she offers, but these 20% have names to it, and that's what we're still working on. We actually, I think we did second best, right, in the district? We did second best. Our chronic absences have improved from last year, so we are doing really, really well.
And actually, could I just add something?
Yes.
That I just came from the district from our monthly OC meeting, and Ms. Veronica, which is our district personnel that guides us, gave us the analysis for the school year from the state and from where we are. And it's not the problem of San Isidro, it's a problem statewide. And we have gone down from when we had the COVID.
Yeah.
We have improved. Obviously, we're not at the point where we were before COVID,
Right.
which is something that we're working on.
Not just the local, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The type of information that I need to collect are, for example, law enforcement calls. I've made 2 calls this year. We had a fire inspection in October. There were a few violations, but they were fixed. The type of violations that were found, for example, right outside, like in a classroom, this was like, I think 3 violations. There's a fire extinguisher, and then teachers had like hooks, like up here, blocking it. And so in order to get rid of the violation, we just had to move it. And so they moved it, and I went in there to check it, and it's good. The other violation was there's some extension cords that they're doubled up. So you can't use an extension cord and then another extension cord to go off, because that's a fire hazard. So we removed one, we can use one, so that was it. So it wasn't bad, I have to see sex offenders, what it looks like in the radius, 2-mile radius, there are 22 sex offenders from the school. I have pictures of them, I have, the information. The crime data, this website is not very user friendly. I'm still trying to figure this thing out, so I don't have that yet. So risk is,
Doesn't every school have like an officer? And they can't give you that?
no, so we have an officer, one officer for all of South Bay. All of South Bay, all of South Bay. And it's a website where, because when I logged in, it shows crimes, right? Like when I go into the sex offender, it's super user friendly, it just gives me a number, it gives me the faces, and it gives me the crimes that they committed, right?
The map, too, the map location and everything.
Yeah, yes, the map, yes, yeah, and I know exactly where they live, yeah, yeah. But the other one, I can't figure it out, so I'm gonna have to meet with Mr. Inigas for him to guide me to that, because I just can't figure it out.
There's, I'm sorry.
No, no, no.
There's some website that just give you a summary of,
Of the crime.
for theft, burglary.
Can you
But
help me with
in
that?
general,
Can you help me with that?
I'll get you. I'll try
Or
to
you
get
can
you
send me a link, cause or if I can send you that link,
I'll send you a link, but let me look into it. I
Okay.
know there's this website that give you the, and then we can, the perimeter.
so it's usually like a 2 mile
Yes.
radius, so, yeah, if you can help me with that, I appreciate it. This is a lot. Okay, risk assessment, so here, what we're gonna do is, for example, with the teachers, we assess the risk here at the school, okay? So if we see a student, if we see like a little bonita, a little group of kids, right? We're like, okay, what's going on over there? We have to assess what's going on. We're thinking elementary, right? We have to see what's going on. If we see a bunch of kids in the bathroom, what's going on in the bathroom? If we see somebody walking out with a backpack, what's going on? You know, why does the kid have a backpack? Obviously, if we see somebody that we don't know, an adult that we don't know, that's not part of our staff, we have to approach them and, you know, ask them what their business is here. So this is something that I have to write up, you know, how we're assessing the risk here at the school. In the parking lot as well, you know, we need to make sure that the students, their privacy is being respected. So we have to make sure that our students are safe from anybody. And so there's a lot of, we have a security guard who's always assessing that. So Ms. Samantha's always walking around, assessing the safety of the school, making sure the doors are locked, making sure the locks work. So this is a pickup. Campus security and school principal, direct traffic and drop off and pick up on a daily basis. Parents enter through the east gate and drive around the perimeter of the parking lot and also exit through the east gate. Signs along the sidewalk, more drop off areas. I've been asked why we close that gate, the west gate. I don't have enough supervision, and so unfortunately, there have been parents that drive out and they make a left, and we've had kids, right? We've had kids always get hit. Kids are watching, and so in order for school safety, we close that gate and then we reopen it. But it's not safe. And this is what the map looks like. So I will include a map. And then it says describe school procedures for creating safe ingress and egress during an emergency situation. Again, this is what I changed, campus security and available personnel, because I don't know, it might be Ms. Garcia, it might be, okay, it's not gonna be a teacher, right, because the teacher's gonna be with the students. We'll help direct traffic at the parking lot, so I have to put alternate areas. Parking lot, okay, the East Park might be one, and we did have an emergency a couple years ago, and I put the rec center, because we had pick up at the rec center. Okay, so I can only foresee so much, right? So those are the 3 locations that I can foresee that we would use. And then yellow, all right. So this is very similar to the school plan. We have to have goals, objectives, and action steps for a safer school. The first one is places and programs. I guess, again, I'm not done yet. Places and programs, right now, we want to monitor attendance. And I took it right out of my SIPSA. So it's the principal outreach consultant at PBIS will provide resources for families for better attendance to address and support chronic absenteeism. Okay, and that's something that's ongoing. The next one is we have our Swiss form. This is how we help students correct their behavior. What's the other one? do they have like a peer interaction, like a peer group? So before they get into the office, let's do things before. And so who is monitoring the teachers and the principal, support student behavior with appropriate resources. And that's what we want to do. I had suspended students, again, I was so sad, because I don't like to suspend, I like to redirect and teach. Suspension is always going to be my last straw, but sometimes when students do something that warrants a suspension, they have to, but my goal is to support student behavior with appropriate resources. The resources is what I want to provide. But I was really sad today, guys, the suspension, but ni modo, we have to do it. The next one is places and environments. Our goal is, pretty long. So the objective that we want to do is we want to support again our students with mental health. Okay, with classroom presentations, we have several presentations coming onto the school that are supporting our students. We have our social worker, we have our teachers that are always doing the SEL, and of course, I'm always here to talk to the kids. But why do we do this? Because we want to minimize the skip forms and the suspensions. And this is huge in order to maintain a safe school, because we have to address the student behavior, right, and the school climate. And this is number one way to minimize our, sorry, I'm like, I'm like trying to block you out, sorry. This is the number one way to keep our kids safe, because it turned into a community. The kids, behavior is better when we help them with their mental health. And let's see what else I've got. I think I only had 60 pages that I finished. Oh yeah, 220. I know. Let's see what else. Yellow. Okay, the overview enrollment is 392. We have 54 approximate special ed enrollment, 55. When you're in a situation like that, those instincts somehow kick in, right? And this is from, all these horrible events that have happened throughout. These kids somehow figure out what to do, right? But we are going to give them the tools to make the best decisions. It is.
We had a lockdown recently.
Yeah, you guys always.
We're getting new gifts
Yeah.
and everything. I mean, new friends.
Yeah.
But we have Frankie, Frankie.
Yes, of course.
So when we had the lockdown, and so we as instructional aides, we had to go. I was like, okay, there's some kids in the bathroom. But when I was going to get them, he said, "It's okay, you go back to class. He's gonna go around."
It's gonna do like a sweep.
Yes, to make sure nobody's there. So our bathrooms are inside, so they're not.
Right. Yours is a little easier. Now, let me tell you something about security guards. Security guards, if there's a lockdown, they have to be inside of they can only do so much of a sweep, right? They cannot be outside.
Okay. For their own.
Yeah, because they're also a staff member, and they have to come in. But, we're just gonna prepare.
Ms. English, I have a question in regarding to, the loud, when you're the
Megaphone?
speaker, when you're giving, messages, are we all good with that?
What do you mean?
That they are working? That when you give out a message, you remember that it wasn't functioning?
Oh, I have a backup plan.
Okay. And I know obviously you're not gonna say,
Yeah, I have a backup plan.
yeah, there's a,
So,
code word.
So, yeah, somebody told me about good. Well, our old code word was we have a meeting at 5 p.m. Because nobody's here at 5 p.m. So that used to be like our old school code word. Remember that? Do you remember that? Huh? You thought it was still
It's not that one anymore?
It is right now until we change it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. This is gonna answer Ms. Garcia's question. Okay, so primary and alternative methods, right? Evacuation, we have the fire alarm. The next one would be the PA system. If the fire alarm isn't working, now we get on the PA system. That cover that covers an earthquake PA system. In case of an earthquake, individuals should not wait for the notification to cover and hold on. So anyway, they don't have to wait for me to say that's and cover, right? You feel it shakes, you get under the table. And we just had that on October 17th, and we give the kids the drinks. Shelter in place, secure campus, lockdown. PA system, if PA is not working, we're gonna use emails, text, or written notes to class. I mean, secure campus, because we could walk around, we could, actually, I'm gonna put written notes here too, because that one I could walk around on secure campus. It's emails or text, I have everybody's, cell phone number, so it makes it easier that way. Lockdown PA systems, evidence of gunfire threat, of violence, so if a child or adult hears gunfire or any type of violence, you don't have to wait for me to call a lockdown. Okay, and, what worked last time was email. So the last emergency was email, but again, we have text, everybody has a cell phone, and that makes it easier now with cell phones to communicate. And then the all clear would be the PA system, or knock on door, you can come out now, right? Yeah, that's all clear, I mean, that is all over, text or email. But, we have a security guard, and then from the front office, we probably just go knock on the door, and this isn't working, because this was down for a while, parents. Our PA system was down, for a few days, because they had to reset the electrical. It worked, it didn't work, but it wasn't that, but it can happen, like Ms. Garcia said. Okay. Let me get straight to that list, because I really need that feedback.
She got it.
Oh, they bring it.